Alright, hello and welcome back to the guide and playthrough to Majora's Mask. In the last part, I showed off a few mini games, and I went off screen to beat them, and we got, from the Swamp Gallery, for getting it perfect once, we got the large quiver which holds 50 arrows. For beating the Swamp Gallery perfect twice, we got a heart piece, and for beating the Town Gallery perfect once, we got a heart piece. I got the large quiver in the last video, if you remember. Alright, so this time we actually have a guest commentator who is a good friend of mine. He's just going to help me comment on the games. He's not going to be here all the time, but for a couple of parts I think we will probably do this again. Could you introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Evan. None of you know me.
Yeah, probably not. Okay, so remember, whenever starting a new day, be sure to play the inverted Song of Time because it triples the amount of time you have before game over.
Very important if you want to get everything done.
Definitely. Alright, well, this time we're going to be playing a couple more mini-games, and we're going to need a few rupees for them. Rather, we're going to be playing one mini-game and getting one mask. Don't worry, we'll be back to story progress in the next part. So as always, just run along these slopes in East Clocktown. Something I forgot to mention is you have to do a roll to clear that jump. There's also an item that makes you move faster that we get later that works okay, but at this point you have to use the roll. Always start the day by grabbing that 100 rupees. There's another, as I said, and there's a glitch. Yeah, if you roll off that ledge there, Link just sort of falls through the stairs. Doesn't really affect anything, it's just kind of funny looking. And a failed attempt at recording this part, I tried to show that glitch and it failed. So yeah. That's kind of an amusing little thing to do. Also, you might notice something that the sound sort of flickers and there's a bit of lag in this version. That's because I'm using the GameCube version, if you haven't already noticed. I have a very limited amount of money right now, so I just had to use this version. I was planning on just buying the Virtual Console version at first, but then I remembered a certain Nintendo Switch is coming out in a few months, and I don't want to spend more money than I need to. Anyway, this version's exactly the same, it's just that a few colors are changed, and there's a little bit of lag and sound irregularity here and there, but it's nothing too bad. So anyway, this is the Swordsman's School. Take the expert course and slash these logs with a jump attack. That's all there is to it. Except the hitboxes are very picky on these logs, so walk on, line yourself up a little, then push A.
A lot of the mini-games are even harder in the GameCube/Virtual Console form, just because of analog stick.
Yeah, the analog stick in this is not nearly as good as it could have been, and I got it perfectly.
Nice.
Impressive, I must give you something. Alright, and from that we get a piece of heart. Cherish it well. You sure will. Also, something that I might show... Actually, I might show that later, so we're just gonna wait for that. Alright, so what I'm gonna do now is, because this is just sort of a little side quest part, last of the side quests we're gonna be doing for a while, as I've mentioned. This is where Majora's Mask really shines, the side quests. We haven't really gotten into it yet, but this is a very alive-feeling world. They really did a good job with it. One of my favorite parts of this game.
Majora's Mask was kind of like the first game to introduce big, complicated side quests that still had story relevance.
Yeah. Alright, we got a blue rupee for interest. Just because I feel like it, I'm going to deposit that right now. And once again, he'll always recognize you because of the stamp that doesn't go away after the end of time. After you reset time.
Magic Bank Pen.
Yep. Also, once again, the bank was moved to the back of the clock tower in the 3DS version. So, what we're going to do now is go around to the laundry pool. And see that I forgot to bring this up a couple of parts ago. You see this frog here? You're going to want to remember where he is. There were a few other frogs throughout the world.
Oh, yeah, frog. frogs.
Yep, remember where the frogs are. That's pretty important for another side quest. So you want to go to the laundry pool and play the Song of Double Time. One thing I didn't mention about the Song of Double Time last time is that in the 3DS version, instead of just skipping you to the next night or the next morning, you could skip ahead to any hour in time in the future, but you couldn't go backwards or anything like that.
It's a lot more useful.
Yeah, definitely. Alright, so at night you'll notice that this guy over here is just playing his little music box by the laundry pool, so let's talk to him.
Song of Storms.
Yeah, always a good song. So this guy's just sort of talking about his little backstory. As I said, every character in this game, they just feel very alive. They all have their own little stories. So this guy was in an animal troop, and he was jealous of the leader. So he took this mask from him, and now he's just giving it to us because we listened to his story. The leader's troop members matured instantly and became adults in an instant. Alright, well, that was a pretty short part. Is there anything else we can do this time, I wonder?
I'm trying to think.
Yeah, me too. Don't think there is. Oh well, nothing wrong with a short part, I suppose. Guess we'll just end it off by playing the Song of Time and returning to the dawn of the first day. Sorry about the short part, but I had to do a little bit of side quest cleanup, and in the next part we're going to continue on with the story. Thanks for watching, and I hope you found the guide useful. If you liked hearing Evan, be sure to look up his YouTube channel, Burning Shadows 21, I believe. Don't need to say that? Okay. Well, just if you want to.
Just leave it. It's best left unsaid.
Alright then, see you next time. One thing I forgot to mention, that generic save screen, it's only in the GameCube version, so if you're not seeing it, don't worry about anything.